Hi, this is going to be our MRS22 Spring 2022 Midterm number 1 review, part 5, and I hope you watch all the other videos. I hope they've been helpful. I hope that you are getting ready for this midterm and that these videos are helpful, but try them out. Do not just watch. Hope you're writing stuff down, just going through the motions of, in this case, the technique involved looking for these problems. We're going to see in this case that our problems we're going to be using in this case, the problems you will have will be not the same exact questions, but very similar. So hopefully this will be helpful. All right, so here we go for the last question here. In the accompanying diagram of right triangle ACD, B lies on AC. BD is drawn such that the measure angle CDB is 27 degrees. And the measure angle BDA is 30 degrees. BC is 9. Find AB to the nearest tenth. So a couple of things. Let me move this out. So let me move this triangle a little further here. And so we know this is a right triangle. Okay, it's a right triangle ACD. So, and we also know in this case that BC is 9. All right, so we know this here. We're trying to find the measure of AB, this, we'll call X, to the nearest tenth. Now, a couple of things. All right, there are really two right triangles here. So the first right triangle is triangle BCD. So I'm going to trace it out here for us. So I'm going to redraw this triangle as triangle BCD. I know this is 9 and this is 27 degrees. Okay, now I'm going to trace out the other right triangle. This triangle here. This very tall triangle here. Now, this is triangle ACD. Now, the side of AC is not 9. The side of AC is not X. It really is X plus 9, which we don't know what X is. Okay? Not only that, we only know the angle measure of ADC. Now, it's not 27. That's BCD. It's not 30. That's ADB. It is the combination of both angles. So this angle here, angle ACD, is the sum of 30 and 27, which is 57. So you got to be very careful about what angle you're going to use here. Now we don't have anything. We are going to be looking for, in this case, X plus 9. But we don't really know what to do at this point. Okay, so we're kind of stuck, right? Now we can find the measures of CD and BD in the red triangle, but we really can't find anything because we're trying to find AC, but we we don't know what number is. But we should notice one important thing, hopefully, that CD in the red triangle and CD in the green triangle are the same exact side. So that will mean if we can find CD in the red triangle using trigonometry, we can find a numerical value to help us find AC in the green triangle using more trigonometry. Now, we're going to relabel CD as another variable. I'm not going to use X. We already used that, no. I'm going to use N. So I'll call this N here. So we have our angle 27 degrees. And in this right triangle, 9 is opposite of the angle 27 degrees. And CD, the side I'm looking for, is A, adjacent to the angle that's 27 degrees. That's the case, we're going to be using the tangent ratio because tangent is equal to the leg opposite over leg adjacent. So we know the angle measure, so it's tan of 27 degrees equals 9 over n. That's our first equation. We're going to be doing two of them also. All right? So now in this situation, what we see here is that we have to solve for n. Now, we're not multiplying both sides by 9. If we do that, we get 9 times tan 27 equals 81 over n. Instead, what I'm going to do is make this over 1, and we're going to cross multiply. Okay? And so we multiply, in this case, n times tan of 27 degrees equals 9 times 1, or 9. So move this up a little bit here, give us a little space, and we're going to divide both sides by the actual value of tan 27. Now, we don't need to write tan 27 and use the decimals. We'll leave this here as tan 27. We have learned in this case that these are actual decimals, okay? And we can, instead of writing out all this long string of decimals, we just write tan 27. Now, on your calculator, we'll go here. We're going to divide 9 by tan 27. So 9 divided by tan of 27. Please make sure you're in degree mode, okay? And we get this number of 17.6634945. We're going to round off eventually, but to just make sure we're good, I'm going to round to 3 decimal places for now, and then we'll see what, in this case, we're looking around to later on. I think we're rounding up to the nearest 10th. All right, so rounding 2 more decimals than you need to is kind of safer. Normally, when I don't want to round too early, and technically I can save this on my calculator. So I'm going to approximate to 17.663. Okay, so n is equal to approximately 17.663. Now that means in this case this here is n, which is 17.663. The nice thing is that the whole decimals are saved in the calculator. So now we have this measurement here, because remember CD is n and both of them share the same measurement, so we found what CD is approximately. We take a look and we see again, opposite if it's 7 degrees is x plus 9. Adjacent if it's 7 degrees is the n value. And so we're using tan again. But this time is the tan of 57 degrees is equal to x plus 9 over 17.663. So we're going to cross multiply again. This time we get 17.663 times the tan of 57. Sorry, my files are really kind of messed up looking. Sorry about that. Equals x plus 9. Okay? So we're going to use a calculator to find this value. But we already have saved, not only do we have the 17.663 saved, but the whole thing. So I'm going to just type in the calculator based upon what we have here, just times the tan of 57. I don't need to retype everything. That's the nice thing here. And we get 27.199, all right, which is pretty good, okay? So 27.19, I would say if we rounded this, it'd be 27.2, 27.2, okay? All right, so this is 27.2 is equal to x plus 9. Well, we're going to subtract 9 on both sides. I just want to make sure that we have this here, round to the nearest 10th. Okay, so we subtract 9 here. Now, I would have rounded to 27.19, but there's a 9 after that. And even, remember in this case, it was 27.199. I mean, we could do 1193, but it's really much the same thing. So, and so subtract 9 here. And we're going to get x is equal to 0.2. In this case, 18.2. So we get the height of x. A, in this case, or we're going to say in this case here, full page, that AB, the measure AB, is equal to 18.2. Okay? Now, so we had to use trig twice because we had 2 right triangles. We saw and recognized that they both share the same common side of CD, and that was important for us. Then we also had to remember, in this case, for the green triangle, the angle measure was not 27 or 30, but instead the sum of those angles, 57 degrees. And from there, we just use trig, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this was helpful. Look forward to seeing a question like this on our exam, okay? Now, will it be the same exact thing? Not really, but was similar? Definitely similar, though, okay? Look forward to doing, probably trig twice for a word problem like this, though. Okay, everyone, thanks so much for watching. And I hope to see you guys, probably in our next video later on when we're doing more stuff to prepare for a quiz or test. And probably you'll see some shorter videos for our part 2 midterm coming up. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Good luck, and I'll see you in class. Take care, bye.